So hi, welcome to the Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Happy Monday.
I can't even fucking joke. Is it a happy Monday?
It's a happy Monday, man. I know last Monday when we did the podcast, I was like, no stream on Monday the 4th, and Glory was like, you sure about that?
Are you sure?
And I was like, you put that on the calendar, and she goes, well, maybe.
Shit's changing as the day goes, you know?
So we left it at a probably not gonna happen. And here we are. We're doing the damn thing.
Fucking Monday. What's up?
Hell yeah. Big Monday.
Big day.
But there is definitely 100,000% no stream on September 11th, that Monday. Glory and I decided before this that there will be no live stream. There is no arguing.
Live stream. Nothing.
We're on the same page this time.
Exactly. No confusion. Nothing. No. Hey, are we doing? No.
No. We will tweet before 6:59 p.m. EST as a reminder.
6:58.
Yeah. That there is no live stream at 7 p.m. Monday the 11th. But we are here. We are live. We are doing the damn thing, thinking we weren't going to do it. Look at that. That's beautiful.
And here we are.
But I went to a couple of shows this past week. It's been a ball, man. It's been a ball. It's been a blast. Thursday, I saw Smoking Popes and Late Waves in Philly. Late Waves put on one hell of a show. For those of you who don't know, I work with Late Waves. I've seen them a whole bunch of times. I was actually counting on my Setlist FM. They're like tied with like Water Parks and Black Veil Brides, who I've seen a crazy amount of times. And Motionless in White is like one of the bands I've seen the most, which is crazy to me.
Wow, okay. Damn. Wait, Last FM tracks that shit?
No, Setlist FM, sorry.
Setlist,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I should probably start doing that, huh?
Yeah. People like keep notes apps and shit. I'm like, just make a Setlist FM account.
That's literally me. I have two separate notes for 2022 and 2023. Okay.
Not sponsored. Highly recommend. Not Sirius XM. Setlist FM.
Setlist FM. Sirius XM. If you want to.
If you're looking for radio show hosts, I mean.
We got you.
You got two right here.
Two.
But yeah, Late Waves put on one hell of a show. Probably one of their best sets I've seen yet. The whole crowd was into it. It was one hell of a time.
Hell of a show.
And then the Smoking Popes came on. There was a restaurant attached to the venue, so we caught a couple of songs, and then I had a banging vegan pulled pork barbecue sandwich.
Was it jackfruit?
No, it was oyster mushroom.
Oh,
yeah.
Yum.
It was fucking banging. So I ate that for a majority of the set downstairs in the restaurant, but then I came back upstairs for the end and caught the rest of it. They put on a pretty good show, and that sandwich was pretty banging. I highly recommend that sandwich if you are at Johnny Brenda's in Philly.
There you go. Have the Shane approval there.
Yeah, but yeah, they put on a pretty good show. A punk band with the likes of they're literally, it's all in that class of that MXPX, Less Than Jake, Reliant K, Smoking Pope show that's going to happen in January. So they're kind of in that class. So thought it was fitting that I was seeing that band after we had interviewed MXPX. So I was like, this is fitting
perfect.
For how my day has went so far.
Yeah.
And then Friday, I saw the Jersey legend Bruce Springsteen at MetLife Stadium. and Glory texts me in the middle of it and goes, wow, dude, looks like a rager.
Dude, such a fucking still crowd. I was like, are they dead? Like, fucking Bruce Springsteen is in front of you. I'm not even like a Bruce Springsteen fan, but I'd still be like, wow, that's actually crazy. But everyone in there was just like, oh, it's just Bruce. It's Bruce again.
Well, because like most of the people, like a lot of older people there. Bruce came up, long before I was even a thought. Like 70s, 80s. So there were the average crowd age might have been slightly older than my parents, which is wild. There were there were some old people there, which is why there were people a couple rows back that were talking about, like, remember 20 years ago when the whole floor was a pit and there were no seats? And I turned to my mom, I go, well, that's because 20 years ago everybody's knees didn't hurt and they could stand for 3 hours. Now they need seats. So there's going to become a point where there's no pit area because no one's going to want to stand.
Exactly, because the fucking last generation was standing for fucking hours and hours, and we can't fucking stand anymore.
Yeah,
God, I can't wait.
Yeah, there's no pit at the Bruce Springsteen shows because they just have been standing. They can't stand anymore. They need seats.
Moshing, nothing.
Well, believe me, there was no moshing in that pit.
None of that shit.
But so he's known for 3 hours straight through, no pauses, no intermissions, none of that shit. There was no opener. He just hit the stage. He just hit the stage 7:55 and played for 3 hours straight. Now, personally, I understand that's what he's known for. The 3-hour shows, no stopping, just keep going. Like, there really wasn't even much time in between songs. Like, just boom, 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 boom. But he's getting up there in age. Dude is in his 70s.
Yes.
And the energy was lacking for a good portion of the set. The first encore hit, which was when I posted on our Instagram story, for some reason all the lights were on. I don't know what that was about. They weren't on for the rest of the show.
Outside. It looked like it was bright outside. I was like, what the fuck?
They weren't on for the rest of the show. I don't know what that was about, but that's when the energy picked up. And I just think that, like, 75 minutes with that energy, great show. 3 hours of whatever the fuck I witnessed. Got to see him once because he's a Jersey legend, but respectfully, never again.
No, one and done.
Yeah. One and done. One and done on that. Stoked to have seen a legend, Jersey legend, but I also, another thing I didn't understand, there were 2 covers in his set list. I mean, it's Bruce fucking Springsteen. What are we doing playing covers?
Why are you covering? You're not an opening band. The people who are here know your shit.
Yeah.
Fucking covering Fall Out Boy. Like, I hope you guys know this one. Like, what? Okay.
Yeah. So that was strange. But
what do you cover?
Yeah. I don't even know. I just saw it, like, on the set list after the fact, but I knew a handful of the songs, but, like, it wasn't a show that, like, I was checking out the set list a week before, like, getting
listening
to know
to his
all the
music
songs,
leading up.
It's just what I heard in passing growing up because my dad's a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. So
he's a Steener. What are they fucking called? What is his fan base called, dude?
I don't think they're stan culture glory. It's like the 70s we're talking about here.
Someone's made a fucking flower crown edit of that old man. You know that shit, dude. Like, it's out there. I swear to God, man.
A Bruce Springsteen shrine. Yuck.
It's just wrong, man. It's just wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, that was that. He played 3 nights. None of them, I don't know obviously but going in, none of them were sold out. I don't know if any of them wound up sold out, like, after the fact, but still 3 nights in a football stadium, pretty packed. It is impressive.
That's fucking crazy
especially for how long he's been doing it. There's a lot of artists that struggle to do 1 night in a stadium, let alone 3. So that was mind blowing to me. But yeah, that was that. Bruce Springsteen. If you're from Jersey or you're not from Jersey, he's a legend all around, but especially, in Jersey, I recommend that you see him once just so you can say you did.
Because it sounds like you just had a fucking awesome time. It was
a ball.
Yeah, you're definitely selling this concert experience.
Still recommend it, but one and done for me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, maybe check out the stuff beforehand. Maybe I would have had a better time. That's where
maybe I'll have a better time.
Yeah, that's where I'll leave that. Coming up, I got on Thursday, Memphis Mayfire.
Memphis maybe.
Catch Your Breath and Another Day Dawns at House of Independence. I'm very excited about that. And then next Wednesday, the 13th, I got Bad Omens, Era, and I See Stars.
I'm so jealous about that fucking Bad Omens show. I've been streaming the fuck out of that album, dude. Yeah. I only like a handful of the songs on there, to be fair. So it's like maybe I like shouldn't be that like jealous about it. Because I was listening to it and I was like, a good chunk of these aren't like awesome, but like it's good.
You're talking about the most recent record?
Yeah, Death Beats Mine.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's the record they blew up off of, but even like before they blew up, I had the same feeling of like, this album is okay, but I'm like a self-titled album that's my favorite record of theirs.
I'll listen to that. Yeah.
And then the second album, the favorite tracks on there are actually the bonus tracks. It took me a very long time to get into that record because I discovered them from the Hot Topic live stream in 2020, and those were the songs that they played like acoustic. It was only 2 songs that they did. So like I streamed those, I checked out Glass Houses, and then I was trying to get into that second record because I was like, oh, the songs are off there, and it took me so long to get into that album. First one clicked like instantly because it's very in that vein of metalcore that I listen to on the regular, but the second album took a minute, and this new one it's all over the place. A lot of like interlude-esque tracks. Yeah, it's grown on me though.
It's just like the big songs are the big songs for a reason. That like it's very obvious that like obviously these are going to be the big ones because they sound the most thought through, I guess, and they're also usually the more diverse songs. So I was listening to it and I was like, there's a lot more clean vocals on here than like the singles. Like, fucking Concrete Jungle was like singing, scream, fucking breakdown, and then it fucking ends. Where I was like just listening through like the rest of the record and it's just a lot of clean vocals, but then all the big ones have like a lot more screaming in it. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Why? You're not a pop band, you got a little more screaming into there, fucking Noah. Come on, man.
Like that, it's definitely an album that I've spent a lot of time with and has grown on me a lot, where like I can appreciate where they're going with the record and where they're going with what I would assume where they're going with their sound, with whatever's going to come next. But definitely a record that required a lot of time to like seeing them live a bunch. You can have my ticket for $500, by the way.
Whoa! I think I'm good.
I feel like that's like the going rate of their resale. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if someone like people pay $500 for like Beyonce tickets, for fucking Bad Omens tickets. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah. But yeah, spend more time listen to their whole discography though. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend the band there.
Yeah. Right now I'm just into fucking Don Broco. Just that album, dude.
I know.
It clicked. When we first listened to it, I was like, it's good. It's okay.
Fun.
It's fun. Exactly. They do a lot. It's a little confusing, but I'm listening to it and it's like they do everything right, man. There's some points where I'm like, okay, you could take away one track, you could take away one little thing that's going on in the background, but just like every song off this record is fucking awesome. I love it. It's, oh my god, just over this past like weekend, it's become one of my favorite records. It's so fucking cool. It's crazy. They do fucking everything. He raps on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And then he screams and he's like singing. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. I fucking that's a band right there that it's like I love them. Although I don't listen to them like really ever. I love that band and will vouch for them whenever someone talks about them.
Oh yeah.
And like a band that every time they come through town, my ass will be there because they put on the best live show.
Yeah, are you going to the show with the home team?
Tentatively, I don't have tickets, but I do plan on going.
Yeah, you have to go. If you do go, you have to like fucking record their entire set for me because they are not coming anywhere near me. And also I'll probably be out of town around that time. I don't
course you will be.
So it's just like it's so frustrating because I really, when I saw that announcement, I was like, yes. And then I saw they weren't coming anywhere near me, and I was like, you fucking kidding me. But if they were and I was out of town, I would be so fucking mad. Like when fucking Keanu Reeves for the first ever time is touring, and of course he's coming 20 minutes away from me.
Sweet Keanu.
Dude, sweet Keanu. I'm a little mad at you, but it's okay. I know you're not the booking agent, so I won't be that mad for too long.
Yeah, they didn't take Glory's schedule into account. That is fucked.
They didn't. It is. I'm literally his fucking #1 fan. I literally the fucking picture of him in my background. Fuck off.
The only
Keanu,
thing I know
sorry.
about Keanu Reeves is when he came on stage during the Xbox E3 showcase for Cyberpunk 2077.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about that guy. That was the first time I've ever seen him, and the last time until you started talking about him a bunch.
Dude. He is like the sweetest human ever. He's awesome. I love Keanu Reeves. This isn't a Keanu Reeves podcast as much as I wish it was, because I could talk about him for like forever. He's great.
You'll get that moment when we inevitably talk about the Dogstar album.
And when we inevitably talk to him. Keanu Reeves.
Bang our line. Speaking of people that should bang our line, Dream, I heard you put out an album on Friday. Bang our line. Let's do this.
Do not bang our line. You are unwelcome on this podcast. You are not safe on this podcast. I will let you know.
Are. I will protect you, Dream. I got you.
Dude, I'm just letting you know. You are not safe here, Dream. Do what you will with that.
But you've got your little week of shows coming up too.
I have Silver Scream Con. That's Ice Nine Kills. And then they have a show that is happening, I believe, Saturday or Sunday night. God knows. It is. I'm trying to pull up the fucking show for that night to see who's on it. Obviously, Ice Nine Kills is on it. I believe the Funeral Portrait. And then they added 2 more bands on top of that. I don't know who told them that people want fucking 5 bands or something. But that shit's actually, I can't even fucking find it. Oh, here it is. Fuck. In Spirit, The Funeral Portrait, and He Is Legend. The He Is Legend sounds familiar, but I don't know
the Funeral Portrait because they follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, and then I followed them back because I was like, oh, hey, I know you. But yeah. I'm excited to see what the openers have in store. It's a fucking sitting venue. They're just seats. There's no pit, which is a little frustrating because it's like if I get a fucking far seat, I have to fucking throw a bouquet like 10
better put a rocket launcher
back.
on that fucking thing.
No, literally. and it's like if I fucking hit Miles again, I think I just have to stop going to Ink shows because basically no coming back from. I thought I was gonna get jumped when I accidentally threw the one because people were like, "Whoa, who did that?" I was like, "I love so fucking bad." I apologize. We're good. We spoke about it. We're good. I'm getting an apology present, but that's it. Just please, guys, let me be in the front.
Front row, please. Front row.
Please. That's it. Oh, and then I have Ice Nine Kills, Falling in Reverse, Crown the Empire, and Slaughtered for Prevail. Fucking disappointment of a band. Fuck you, Slep. Actually, fuck you, Alex the Terrible, or whatever the fuck your name is. You suck, man. But your music's good. And I hate you for that.
Yeah, that band is pretty.
I hate you for that. You're just a piece of shit, man. Great music though.
Yeah.
Great vocalist though.
Good noise, let me tell you.
Good noise, bad human. But yeah, so I'm excited for that one as well. More so excited for Crown and Ink, but Falling in Reverse is a great show. Again, great music. Bad human. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's my little show.
Well, we do have music to talk about. Pretty light week. Couple of records, some singles. You know how it goes here.
Of course.
Polaris dropped their new album, Fatalism. Now this is a band that we started covering with this new album cycle. And I had known of them before that. They had come on Spotify radio after I finished listening to whoever I was listening to. and they would come on, and I'd be like, this is cool, and then move on with my life.
And that's it. Yeah, just being shuffle. Yeah.
But finally spent some time with this record, spun it more than once, gave it multiple spins, and I gotta say, man, I've been sleeping on this band hard. This shit goes crazy.
It's actually crazy how good this album is. Like, I listened to it 3 times because I was like, okay, there's no way I must have zoned out.
They're lying to you.
This can't be possible. Because an album has never clicked this quickly with me before. So unless it's, an artist that I already knew. So for a new artist where we've only listened to, bits and pieces, I guess. What the fuck? Like the 4-track run of Harbinger, I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry, guys. Nightmare, Parasites, and Overflow. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That opener is crazy. It's like just a great opener. Does everything right. It has a little slow beginning, and then it builds up, and it's huge. Nightmare, my favorite track.
I saw you post on your Instagram story. I was like, she's gonna have good things to say about this.
Oh yeah, dude. When I listen, because I don't know if we covered. I think we did cover Nightmare as a single. Did we not?
I feel like we were inconsistent. Like we covered the first one, and then there were like 3 singles, and we covered the first one, and we covered the one right before the record, and totally missed the one in the middle.
And we just that we might have missed that one because I was listening to it and I was like, it sounds kind of familiar, but I couldn't for certain say that we've heard it before. But just listening to that track, I had to fucking press replay on that one a couple of times because I don't know what it is. It's just perfect. It's just genuinely just such a clean, perfect song. I love it.
Yeah, this obviously this fall they're headlining the US. They're going out. They're bringing Currents as direct support, and
crazy.
Obviously any Currents tour, I'm like, oh yay. But I didn't realize how good of a pairing this really was until I listened to the band that was headlining with Currents being direct support, because just listening through this band or through the record, I was just like, this makes total sense. Like, it's all kind of, I feel like there's like, at least in my brain, there's then like a subset of metalcore that kind of, for me, obviously starts with Currents, but it's like that very emotion driven stuff that this album is so like, I can kind of feel the emotion that is being portrayed in the music. And it was just so fucking good. I saw them personally tweeting about Dissipate and the fan reaction to that, and obviously as we open this up with, not in the fandom for this band, although totally am now, so but I would have to say I agree with the fans. Dissipate might actually be my favorite on the record. It's just fucking batshit.
Yeah, it's a fucking good track.
But I'd also like to shout out the closer, because it is fucking incredible. But overall, a very solid album, and I am stoked to spend more time with this.
Absolutely. This is definitely one that I will for certain review. Nightmare alone will get me to listen to this album again. And as I said, that 4-track run, you're killing me. You're killing me, dude. It's too fucking good. Escape the Fate dropped a new album, Out of the Shadows. And they only have one feature on here, and it's Spencer.
Yeah.
By Sign Kills.
So if you've been following the podcast for a while, you would have seen our review of their last album. We did not like it at all.
Not like one bit.
No,
at all. I don't think we had anything good to say.
Well, except Not My Problem, which was one of my favorite songs of that year.
And that was you, I think. And I was like, well, that's nice.
That album was very very hard rock, radio rock driven. This one definitely going for a different sound on this one. They're a little bit heavier this time around. I know they opened up the album cycle with Hate Myself, and I came on here, Gloria was like, I like this one, and I was like, but
then it was like on second listen, I was like, why did I like that? It's so...
and it grew on me. The singles on this album definitely, in my opinion, are the strongest songs on the album. Like, listening through this record, those are like, they just pop out. Like, there's just something about those songs, and it's not just because I've heard them.
Yeah.
more times than the rest of the songs. But the full record is a good time. It's a solid album. The
Absolutely.
only song that I, after multiple listens, still cannot stand is FUN and Funeral. I fucking hate it.
Not a fan.
No.
Not a fan?
No.
Okay.
I don't care that it's supposed to be fun. No.
No. Fuck off.
No.
Get it out of here.
No. I'm not here for a good time. Come on.
Exactly. I'm here to fucking break my neck.
Yeah.
Fucking headbanging. Hell no.
No.
I thought this album was good. Overall, I did think it was a solid album. It's definitely a lot more, I don't want to say mainstream, but a lot more palatable. New wave metalcore, I guess. They got that sound down. It's good. Yeah. I first listen, I was like, oh shit, this is not at all how I remembered them sounding, because the last one was a lot more radio rock, a little tinge of butt rock as well. But this one, it just, as I said, it sounds like they just completely revamped their entire sound, which is good.
Yeah.
Nice little makeover for the band, for the sound. I enjoyed it. Well done, guys. Of course, this fucking Nice Nine Kills feature is my favorite, because unfortunately, I am a fan of Ice Nine Kills. So I'm wearing one of their shirts. I just fucking realized that. This is embarrassing. We're moving on. I can't yell at this shit.
I'd like to say, like, how awesome of a closer Cheers to Goodbye is. It's just got that. It's got that end cap feeling to it.
Yeah.
And obviously, Spencer on the feature is an incredible addition, as he always is.
He's a great vocalist.
Yes, but I'm glad to see that there was a change, not just an improvement, but a change off that last album, because that was another record where I know I was talking Bad Omens earlier with, it was like I really got into them with the B-sides off the last album. It was the B-sides off of that record that I enjoyed more than the actual album. Like, they pressed the B-sides for Record Store Day one of the years, and I bought the B-side album, the vinyl, because I enjoyed it more than the album. More than the actual
album. That's fucking crazy. But you're the fucking demographic. That's why they did it. They're like, I know there's some people who hated the album, only like the B-sides. Here you go.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Fucking solid album.
Solid ass album.
Royal and the Serpent dropped part 4 of the Rat Trap series. This one's The Burden. Got 3 singles on it. You Ruined Frank Ocean for Me, Separation Anxiety, and Oops. All of the songs smack, but I would like to point out Separation Anxiety, because she does the exact thing on here that we talk about all the time, with the feeling that you get from her songs.
Yeah, that kind of unsettling
and she captured like the anxiety and the whole topic of the song so well, because there are points in the song where it goes completely void of everything except her voice. And I'm like, that is so fitting for the tone and what the song is talking about. So just wanted to shout that out, because we basically talk about it every time we talk about Royal here. But I enjoyed all of the songs, Separation Anxiety being my favorite.
That's crazy, because Separation Anxiety was my least favorite. Like, genuinely, it's a good song. Yeah. This is just a great, trio of songs. They're fucking awesome. You Ruined Frank Ocean for Me was my second favorite. Then Oops was my favorite, because it's just such a, what the hell? But it's just such a good song. It's just an easy listen for me. It's just like, I can listen to the lyrics and be like, oh, that's fucking crazy. This is it's all of these were sad as hell, sad as fuck, but genuinely just really good songs. As I said, Oops, then You Ruined Frank Ocean for Me, and then Separation Anxiety. But this is Oops is, I think, my favorite song that she's put out so far, because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the what is it, a fucking guitar, maybe ukulele, I don't know, it's one of those fucking stringed instruments, and just how it goes throughout the entire song, how it's like the one consistent part. I don't know, it's just something about that is just very like, oh, I might get crucified for this. One of my favorite songs when I was younger was Party Favor by Billie Eilish, where it's just kind of like that kind of eerie with like a guitar, or actually she has a ukulele in that song. And that song, Oops, reminds me of Party Favor. So that it kind of connected with me in that way. I was like, oh shit, it's like grown up Party Favor. That's so fucking cool. But a little more like scary.
Yeah.
Because her sound is a little unnerving.
Yeah.
But yeah, great songs. I loved these. Both of them I immediately added to my playlist. I think Separation Anxiety just needs to grow on me a little bit more. Or not. I don't know. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Jiraiya dropped new singles. Risk with a fucking exclamation mark on the end. He's
back.
Dude, this track is fucking crazy. And there was a note that I made in my head. The end part where he starts fucking, it sounds like a poem or it's completely different from the rest of the song. It reminds me, I don't know if this is what he meant to do, but it's also just the thing that artists and bands do, whatever the hell. It's at the end of what song is it? It's Fall Out Boy. It's off of Folie à Deux. It's the one where the guy's like, it's not me, it's you. Actually, it's a taxidermy of me and you. The fucking fly the boys home. I'm just a racehorse on the track. Take me back to the glue factory. Cause you know me, I just like being on my own and being all alone. You know, and the tracks are soaring and the kids are that fucking. Do you know that song? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I cannot remember the song name for the life of me.
I think it's $20 Nosebleed. I'm pretty sure. But whatever the hell, everyone who's listening knows what I'm talking about because I did the fucking entire bit. So I loved that part. I really loved the song. Vocals are crazy on this one. Very theatrical as always. And just a very, very good listen. I love it.
Yeah, I did pick up on the poem part at the end there. And I was thinking Fall Out Boy, Pete Wentz slam poetry when listening to it. But yeah, this song is fucking just batshit crazy, theatrical, exactly what I expect from Jiraiya. You know, and just stoked to see where this single goes in regards to new music and what the future holds. The Hollow Front dropped a new single, We're All Left Suffering.
Holy fuck. This is a crazy song, dude. As soon as it started, I was like, this is not Jiraiya. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
No shit, it ain't Jiraiya.
No fucking way. No, crazy fucking song. Fucking hits you as soon as it starts. Doesn't stop. There aren't any parts where I'm honk shoe. Just a great song. Genuinely solid. Hollow Front, guys are doing fucking great. We spoke to them like ages ago.
About the last one.
But it's good to see that they're still improving and growing, and this is just a great track. I have no notes really.
Yeah, they announced a new record. I believe it comes out in October. And yeah, this song fucking rips. You know, they're a great band. We got introduced to them off that last album that Glory just referenced, where we spoke to Tyler about it, and been following along with this rollout so far, and fucking stoked to hear the full album because this single rips and the past singles have ripped as well.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Dragged Under dropped a new single, Mad Punks. Again, another fucking crazy ass song. I love this song.
Not a Jiraiya song.
Not a again, another. Is this Jiraiya? This is a different direction. No, this was great. I fucking loved it. This is a great fucking song. I don't know. I feel like I'm just praising everyone today, but it was a solid fucking playlist. Genuinely, it was good.
Yeah, this song fucking rips. You know, we also spoke to Dragged Under about their last album. And this song is just fucking batshit. I've listened to it multiple times. It is freaking crazy.
Crazy as hell.
And I'm stoked for whatever comes next.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Taking Back Sunday dropped a new single, Sold.
So old.
Yeah. So
old.
Yeah. Because they were saying
clever.
In the song it was sold and so old is kind of what I was picking up.
You're gonna be so old. Because it was like, you're going to be sold, but you're going to be so old.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
That's pretty clever.
Okay, let them cook on that one. I was like, I get it.
I really like this song. I like this song more than what was the debut single for the album that is now announced. This song is fucking crazy. And I'm hoping is really setting the groundwork for what's to come with this album. I'm officially stoked for this album.
If the album sounds anything like this track, absolutely I'm fucking stoked. Because this is like my favorite thing that they've put out because it's super energetic. It's clever. I really like the name and I like how they actually use it in the song. Clever, right? People using the name in the song, that's never been done before. But yeah, I genuinely I really did like this. I would like to see this live and see if they're able to, take that energy on the song and actually use it. Maybe I just saw them on a bad day where they weren't 100% there. But I feel like that one time seeing them, granted at a festival, it wasn't a headliner, so that's fair. It's kind of ruined my perception of them because I'm like, every time I listen to them, I think of that performance. And I'm like, I didn't really enjoy that performance that much. So I'm not really looking forward to this track or the album or whatever the hell. But this song might have brought it back for me because I was like, okay, you guys are picking it up a little bit. You guys are coming back. I see it. So yeah.
I also they played this song live on Sad Summer.
How did that go?
While you were talking, I went and double checked the set list because I heard this song and I was like, I've heard this one before. This had to have been the one that the unreleased song they played at Sad Summer. I don't remember it being a train wreck.
Okay. That's already a step up from my show.
You and I, like, because when I talked about my Sad Summer experience on here, you and I had two totally different Taking Back Sunday experiences. I feel like I have had a different Taking Back experience from like most people that have seen them recently. Definitely caught them on a good night because I thought they put on one hell of a show. I was like totally prepared to like dip out of there after a couple songs, but I was pleasantly surprised by the show they put on. So but yeah, no, I remember them performing it and it going over well.
Okay.
So
good.
Yeah.
I know they are also older, so I shouldn't expect them to, like fucking run around like Austin Knight, just kind of like fucking doing backflips and whatever the hell. But I don't know.
And you can also tell that Adam is more excited to like play the new stuff, like fully enunciates like the words and stuff, because like some of the things people complain about are like the slurring and the like kind of just like almost giving up on like the older stuff, which is fair enough. But they played this song and what was the lead single for the album. Those were the two new songs they played, and those were the ones where it was like he wanted to be there to play those songs. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Well, I'm very excited to see. Hopefully, I get to see him again, and it's on a newer set list. A better night.
Yeah, and a better night. Yeah. But yeah, I like the song, so you guys got me excited again.
Oh yeah.
Knuckle Puck dropped a new single, "The Tower." This shit bumps. Obviously, it's fucking Knuckle Puck. Yeah. Come on, man. I always want to say Knuckle Punk, but it's Knuckle Puck. So that was just a little tidbit from my
Appreciate
head. I don't know. Fucking go say something. Say something. I'm just talking.
This song announced their new album. It's Groundhog Day was what was the lead single. Wasn't the biggest fan of Groundhog Day. It was on a little bit of a slower side, but the song has got me excited for the album because it's kind of what I expect from Knuckle Puck. So I can't complain. I'm stoked.
Fucking loved it.
Oh yeah. And for our last topic, Dying Wish dropped their new single "Lost in the Fall." It is the closer on their upcoming album that drops November 3rd, which I am not a huge fan of when bands drop the closer, but
it's like spoiling the ending of a movie.
Yeah, but they dropped the song right before the closer and now the closer. And listen, bro, we already know the back half of this record is going to be batshit. Like we're 3 singles in, 2 of them have been off the last 2 songs off the album, and although I can say all day I'm not a fan of that, I can't complain because the songs rip.
Vocally, I fucking love this song.
Don't shit on this.
I wasn't a fan. I'm sorry. It's like I'm not gonna shit on it because I don't really have anything to shit on. It's just listening to it the couple times I did, it just didn't really stick. It didn't really stick or click for me. Like stick or click for me. And I gave it multiple listens because I was like, I want to like this. I like Dying Wish. I want to like this track. I think in the context of the record, I need to have everything build up to it to enjoy it. But it's just like I didn't really like it that much. But again, vocally, just fucking crazy ass vocals.
Fair enough.
That
yeah.
alone, thank you. But I don't know.
I'm definitely I'm thrilled on, I'm stoked on the song. I'm stoked to, you know, as you had mentioned with like the build up to this song. I'm stoked to see what that's going to be like. But I am so excited about this song because my main thing is that, especially after seeing them live, and really there was really only one song on the debut that really showcased Emma's clean vocals. And I was like, I need, like, I don't, it's not just a one, it's a need on LP2 for more Emma clean vocals. And every single so far has had those moments, but this song was the one where it really, like, the chorus is clean vocals. So
all clean.
Just was stoked to get that finally, because I think that as much as she crushes the screaming, her clean vocals are fucking top notch as well. So very excited on that. And one of my most anticipated albums of this fall is this album, so a lot is riding on this November 3rd.
All right, guys, don't let Shane down.
I'm very excited. I love this band, and although I don't have tickets quite yet, November 10th, Philly, my ass will be there for the headlining show.
Dying wish, if you want to hook Shane up, that would be appreciated.
Hey man, listen, I got bills now.
yeah.
But as I said, that is all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's _Good_Noise_Cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is GoodNoiseRecords.bandcamp.com. And Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glorious got your Patreon supporters, Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again from Pulses, Sam, and Zari. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting us. We appreciate it. Important plugs: Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Be a decent person. Trans rights are human rights. Obviously. And just support your local bands. Be a good person at shows.
Hell yeah. Well, that is all we have. Once again, 100% confirmed we will not be streaming next Monday the 11th, but we will be back the week after that, the 18th. I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you on the 18th. Bye.
Bye.